Thank you for watching BlaXit.
BlaXit family.
BlaXit Family.
BlaXit Family.
How are you doing today? As you know, BlaXit is all about your relocation, repatriation back to the motherland. It's all about inward investment and development back to Africa. I'm Yancho Kajabi, I'm your host today, and I am joined by
Ousman, a Gambian, but of course, African who identify or happen to be born from this part of the continent, but all in all, a product of the BlaXit family.
Yeah. And
Adrian, also known as Hatim Kujabi.
great. And we're joined here by none other than the one and only Pan-Africanist ambassador, I would say, young leader and influencer, young Ousman. Now, we're going to talk about our journey because I have seen so much happening for you over the last year or so. So we're going to start at the beginning. So we're going to talk about our first interview when we were at the Pan-African Conference at Carver Hotel, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah. So tell me, what's happened since then? I'm going to put a little slot in here so people can see our first interview.
Hey! Come. Hello. This is a subscriber. Would you believe it? I've come out of the hotel, and do I know you? And I was being polite anyway. But this is a subscriber. I want to introduce yourself to the BlaXit family.
Hello, BlaXit family. This is Ousman Toure, a final year development major, University of the Gambia, and I'm a subscriber to the BlaXit family.
Yeah.
Because Juliet really inspired me when I look into some of the videos that they've uploaded on YouTube, and it depicts about the realities of the Gambia, and it's inspired, it motivates other individuals outside the Gambia that with the little that they have, they can make big investment and a big change in Africa. So that inspired me a lot, Juliet.
Listen, I got to give this guy a hug. Like, yeah! No, seriously, I mean, so you're a final year student, so you go to university here, right?
Yeah.
So there are universities in the Gambia?
Yeah, sure. Sure, there is a university in the Gambia, of course, and that is called University of the Gambia, and we also have other private universities, of course. You know, with determination, with the belief that you can make it, now I'm a final year student, and by December, I'll be with my BSc in development, so which is a plus. So there is no magic in it. It's just believing that you can do it. And that is the most unique thing that we have as Gambians. Like, we interact with one another, we live with one another. It doesn't matter how big the family is. We share everything, no matter how little it is. And people are content with that. That even if things are going hard, you can still observe smiling faces under each and every person that you meet along the street. So that is a plus for everybody in the Gambia. And that is why I'm a proud Gambian and a proud African. And I believe I can make it. And I'm going nowhere but in the Gambia. Nobody is going to do it for us.
That's right.
If we are all running away, when are we going to make it? We have to stay in Africa, develop in Africa, and then show to the world that Africa have a better image than the one they portray in the West. I think this is what we all need to do as Africans, and then we promote that as Pan-Africans and also as Gambians.
Excellent. I couldn't have said it better myself, actually. I propose that you come and do some shows with me. This brother's got it going on. Yeah. But seriously, I think that the misrepresentation of Africa has, I mean, it permeated my brain, and I knew because I was coming from a Pan-African background, but still, the images are forced upon us. So I think you young Gambians have a responsibility to show the other side of Gambia, the Gambia that, we diasporians and many people in the West don't see. They just don't see it.
Exactly. I think that is the work of the academics. That is the work that we need to do as young scholars. For far too long, people have been portraying Africa negatively to the outside world. And we know that that was done by individuals whose sole aim was to dominate Africa, to exploit Africa's resources, and then to continue to colonize us politically. Now, our role as academics, as young scholars, is how do we make sure that this picture is changed from the literature itself, going back to rewrite the books, to rewrite the history of Africa, and then to show to the world that we have a better image that the world is actually seeing as of today. And then you also come to realize that we need to invest in Africa, because foreign investment always leads to capital flights and etc. Because people who come in and invest, at the end they can take all the resources, and then you come to realize that it becomes another challenge for us. But when Africans invest, the money stays in Africa, which is a plus. It can enhance, it can help when it comes to employment, when it comes to, you know, coming up with all the facilities and then enhancing the development that we own, that we all desire as Africans and etc. I think that is what we need to do as we speak, and that is what we all Africans need to be thinking into that particular line, like trying to see how we can repent that particular picture shown by the outsiders about Africa, because they in fact, let me tell you, there was this quotation that I read. It was actually done by a British parliamentarian, Lord Macaulay, in 1835. He speaks about Africa, and then he said, in order for the West to dominate Africa, they need to overthrow our very backbone, and that is our education system. When we believe that everything that is Western is correct, then they can dominate us forever.
Exactly.
And that is 1835. They've been working on those bases. So today it is high time, because we know the realities. Let us try to rewrite the history. Let us try to work again and attract investment in Africa by Africans.
Okay.
Well, I also feel so inspired when I watch, you know, your video with Wude Maya and Maya. Hi, I could not see him.
Yeah, he watches.
So,
yeah.
Maya, I'm saying hi, and then that was so inspirational. I was like, wow, how comes this lady is speaking like this? I wish every African could think in this particular way. Then automatically the literature and the realities will change. Thank you.
Thank you. We have to be the change we want to see. Yeah, we have to be the change we want to see. If we don't want to support those systems that oppress us, then we need to come and be free where we're not oppressed. Look, we're free. Yeah,
sure.
We're free. You know, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm saying, family. What do I say? Every video, come home. I don't know how to reiterate it. I can't express the love, the feeling, the grounding, the inspiration. And you know what I like about here? Yeah, one bowl of food, everybody eats. Sure. And that's what I'm saying to everybody. We will find a way. We will find a way home. Yeah, we will find a way home. So I'm going to pretend like I'm knocking my shoes out. You know what I mean? That's right. I'm doing the freedom dance. Yeah. Come on. Let's do the freedom dance. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back. And that's what it's about. And you welcome us back.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let them all come back. You're all welcome. Welcome to Africa. Welcome to the Gambia.
So, you know, I'm so glad it went viral. I'm so glad everybody picked up on it. I'm so glad everybody gave BlaXit credit. But anyway, go. Follow on from there. So from that interview, what happened?
Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity. And as you said, we were in a Pan-African Congress, and I've explained this over and over to so many media outlets that, you know, I just saw you with the beautiful work that you were doing around the Gambia. Then you just uploaded few videos, but I was always online, of course, trying to see who are those painting some good pictures about the continent and beyond. And I'm a keen follower to Wude Maya, and I saw those videos and things like that. So it was an inspiration to meet you in person and to acknowledge what you do for our people.
Thank you.
And that's how it all began. And after that interview as well, it has opened up, because I always wanted to have a medium, to have a platform to speak with the rest of the continent, to have a platform and exchange with African youths all over. And that interview have definitely paved that way.
Yes.
And After the interview, I was granted scholarship, of course, to study abroad, which I choose not to go and remain in the continent, of course.
You decided not to go where?
I decided not to go to Canada, which was okay. And America and the UK, because my conviction is basically I want to see solutions for the African continent, and I couldn't do this from away. I wanted to be inside and possibly travel across the continent as much as I can. And I am grateful because I am able to do that right now. And I've traveled extensively for the past year across the continent. And I've also been engaging young Africans, not just the university degree, but the environment. And working down the streets of different African cities and different African countries. I've also traveled in the province of some of these countries like Nigeria, like in Kenya, and it's always inspiring. As you move, you see challenges that you tell yourself that no one can fix this other than us.
Exactly.
So that inspiration keeps me moving, and from that particular interview, for instance, I've seen individuals through the BlaXit family, through other media outlets, have done so many good in giving their support financially, with prayers and a lot of commitment from people around the continent, because and even beyond, like the diaspora, for instance. Sometimes I receive a call. Imagine someone will even call you and there's tears all over. They're like, I'm just so grateful talking to you because I spent 20, 30 years here, and this is a decision I couldn't make when I was at your age. So you kind of like remind them of most of the things that they really wanted to do as young people, and somehow down the line maybe they have been challenged. So aside that, I've been recognized as the University of the Gambia ambassador, which is my university. And from there also, I've been recognized by the Pan-African World Heritage as a youth ambassador. So I've been working with the University of the Gambia as well as the Pan-African World Heritage. But equally, I've done a lot of engagement with African youth with different organizations as well. Some of which include paving ways for strategic plans for young Africans in the continent, and some of which are basically youth engagement, where we basically ask questions and find solutions around it. So I've been to Nigeria as the foundation lecturer, 14th foundation lecturer for Ousman State University, and which was really great because usually this is a foundation lecture that is usually done by people above 50 years. And it was so inspiring going there and meeting young Africans and young people at my age and being able to exchange with them. That was really amazing. And another engagement recently was the Africa Private Sector Summit, which brought together African investors and African developers as well as young entrepreneurs, trying to have like a generational or like intergenerational dialogue in between the two, but to equally awaken the African sleeping giants. Right now we're talking about the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. The target is that we are looking at consumer base and a number which is about 1.2 billion people. And we are looking at an economy which is going to go beyond 2 trillion US dollars, 2 to 3 trillion in fact. So how do we leverage this? How do we make sure that Africa and Africans are in front of this? Was basically the purpose of that summit, and it was also inspiring meeting young people. And of course there have been others engagement which we do online, like just recently I was part of the panel that launched the Generation Unlimited for the Sahel. That's like the 10 regions within the Sahel region, 10 countries within the Sahel region to launch Generation Unlimited, which is on the UNICEF from the UN, but what it basically does is how do we put in capacity, especially for young people in the Sahel, by making sure that they have the technical know-how, but they're equally given an enabling environment to live. Because whenever we talk about irregular migration and all these things, we come to realize that people from the Sahel suffer the most.
From where?
From the Sahel region, like the Gambia, Senegal, Burkina Faso, and all these countries.
Yeah, I'm just doing it for clarification.
Exactly. So you come to realize that most of our people suffer because they're the one leaving to the through the Mediterranean Sea, taking all this risk route. So it has been a journey full of excitement, but also a learning point for a young individual like myself. I basically use it as that. So it is like an opportunity to gather experience as much as I can.
Yeah.
Just to be able to do certain preparation for the task ahead. So that interview, coming back to the real point, has definitely paved the way for me and my career, and of course, inspiring other young Africans out there.
So hang on, so I counted Nigeria. So what happens in Ghana? Age? Yeah, Age is going to have to ask some questions as well.
Kenya.
Yeah.
And Kenya. Let's talk about PLO. Let's talk about Robin Maya. Let's talk about Nana, and Jacob Caesar Freedom, or Freedom Jacob Caesar. I'm waiting for my interview, bro. Yeah. But let's talk about some of the really key and important people that you've met along the way, and some other places that you've been to also, because this is like a recap. Yeah, it's from then till now. And look, Ousman is still here sitting next to us. This shows loyalty, this shows commitment, and most of all, it shows what a good-hearted person he is. Some people, they get rich or get big-headed and they switch, but not Ousman. Ousman is true to his roots. He's right back here, with his family here in the Gambia, which is beautiful that you've come back, to see your family and to keep that connection. I saw your brother while he was away. I gave him a big hug. I could send it constantly, and so it's nice that I keep bumping into your family as well, and I'm sure that there's a reason for it, at the most unusual places. Yeah. Like one night I was walking down the road, and I was like, I did it. and he saw me and I saw him, and I was just like, wow. I took a second take, but it shows you the connection. And so I want to talk about those special people that you've met that have really had an impact on your trajectory, on your perception, and on your, what your aims and objectives are moving forward.
Yeah, thank you so much. I used to have, a desire to meet some of these people growing up, like the likes of Pierre Lumumba, for instance. He's someone that we know going to school, because there has always been this sketch, small videos, short videos of him talking about Pan-Africanism, talking about Africa. And it is like a dream for any young person growing in the continent to have an opportunity to see Prof. And maybe once in a lifetime. But it's just important because it has a lot that it can do for any individual development. So there was this opportunity because, when I even saw the call from his PA that Prof wanted to speak to you, I couldn't believe it. The day that we were supposed to speak, I remember I was running up and down in the stairs, trying to see where can I just have the best internet. Zero obstruction. and it happens that, we just spoke and he was like, I have this event tomorrow and I would like you to be there. That's how it began. I went to Rwanda for my leadership program, and once I was done with it, I reached out to him again. He was like, yes, we are open. We are ready to have you in Nairobi. We have a mentorship program under the P.O. Lumumba Foundation. Come, for 15 days I'm being with Prof together, for a whole day. We sit in the office until he goes from work, then we go to where I was staying in the hotel, have an evening chat. From there he goes home. So that was really inspiring. And just driving around with him. That's a dream. That is a dream for any young African.
Of course.
So this was an opportunity, and aside that, meeting professor, I mean, that was guide, advice, and all that, which I am definitely grateful of, and I always look at him. Before I used to say prof, now I just call him dad. Oh, yeah, so, and aside that, I met, of course, the seed founder, Amadou Galofal, and Mo Samba, who is a Gambian, Amadou is Senegalese. Amadou is also the president of the Basketball African League.
Oh yes!
So these are great individuals, you know, they saw my videos, they also reach out and they were like, young man, let us know how we can help you grow, because we want such message to go across young Africans. So from that day, they've also been genuinely, you know, supporting my journey throughout. And of course, not just the Amadous, but the list goes on. You know, Timmy Frank from Nigeria, you know, the likes of Freedom, Jacob Caesar in Ghana. We've met like different times. We met in Ghana, we traveled together to Nairobi. Not very long ago, we were in Ghana again. So it just tells how...
What's he like? I'm really sorry. I've got to check, because I really want to be... I watch his videos, his Freedom, you know, 7-minute inspirational videos, and I see a lot of what he's done and what he says, and I really want to, you know, engage. What's he like as a person? What did you think of Jacob Caesar? What did you think of Freedom?
But first, I just want to make this request, brother, if you're watching that, I want you to do an interview with the people here in Gambia, and yeah, and Freedom is actually a very, very nice individual, you know, really passionate about African development.
Good. And
his energy and spirit is unique. That I've realized, you know, sometimes I sit with him, you know, just talking, and he kind of like trigger a lot of energy inside me, and he makes me even reflect more and have a bigger spirit to voice out certain things.
Yes.
And then that energy I really like about him. And I know he has strong love for the continent.
Yeah.
And the fact that he has done everything for this continent, and that is really paying off. And for now, I think many other young Africans can look up to young people like Freedom. I know he's way older than I am, but he's still in the youth bracket.
He doesn't look old.
Yeah, exactly. So he's still in the youth bracket, and I believe that there's a lot of things that we can do together. Now he's promoting the freedom movement that we are all together with.
Yeah,
trying to, you know, support and make sure that the wealth that we have within the continent benefits us first before any other person. And he's developing some amazing programs, both infrastructure-wise and financial hubs and things like that. So we're looking forward to the outcomes of such projects.
Excellent.
But I believe that he's one of those that we really need to support as young Africans, and also look up to for especially for the young people. We have a lot to learn from the likes of Freedom.
Yeah, I'd like to meet him. I'm inspired by him already. And so I'd love for him to come onto our platform and to, you know, share some of his inspiration to our audience, because some people might know him here, other people might not know him there, and we all have a responsibility to share, you know, that message. So my brother from another mother, Maya, I know you met him because I saw it.
What day? Okay, he disturbs me a lot. So I can't say anything good about it.
You wouldn't even be there if it wasn't for Maya. Maya started BlaXit, so you can say something.
But he's just too stubborn. He's just too stubborn.
He's the best.
But he's one of those great Africans, and I like this about him: the fact that he uses his own resources, trying to reach out and do all these things. It's just amazing how he has this energy within him. So Wade is equally one of those youth champions that we really need to empower and support as young people. And aside Wade, we equally have, especially like the ladies that are also into, you know, YouTube and doing all these performances. I just, you know, go on YouTube sometimes and I'm like, I mean, this is the Africa we want. Like, let us just keep seeing some spirit among young Africans, both men and women, and also realizing that it's not a competition within us.
Exactly.
But, you know, it's partnership, it's cooperation, trying to build a future for all of us and for generations yet unborn. So the likes of what they have really paves a way that there is possibilities in the continent. And now he goes all over, you know, seeing results of the work that he has been doing.
Yeah, well, that's amazing.
I've seen many people who move to Africa invest, buy lands, thanks to you, Wale, and all these great individuals. So I believe that he's one of those that we equally need to commend for the good work that they're doing. But also from the BlaXit family, the likes of Tyrone Grant, you know, really amazing individual, you know, supporting from day one. When he saw my video, he was like,
it's true.
Oh, come on, I need to adopt this guy as a son. He has also been really inspiring and supporting all our journey.
Yeah.
I mean, he was here in Gambia for a short visit, and now he's back in state. But I'm sure he's, you know, also planning.
Yeah, we miss you, Tyrone.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but that's good. That's, you know, BlaXit family and everybody coming together to support. So I want to say a very big thank you to all of the BlaXit supporters that came out to support Ousman, because, you know, look, your investment has paid off.
One nation, one Africa. Thank you, BlaXit family. Please keep watching. Remember, follow your dreams.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.